So basically, moral of the story is, Ren's a hero! What's up guys, it's Nick Tom. I'm here with my wife Ren, and today we're doing a mukbang!
Yay!
So this is the first mukbang we're doing as a married couple, and we're super stoked. We even wore matching shirts. Check it out, these are Dumpling Dago. So we went to Dumpling House in Koreatown. We got here some chicken pan-fried dumplings, and then we got some steamed beef dumplings. And then we just made some bok choy because we like to be healthy. And we also made cold noodles. I'm gonna show you guys. Oh yeah! So what do you want to try first, babe?
I definitely want to try the dumplings. I've been telling Nick, please let's have a dumpling mukbang ever since like before we got married.
Pan fried chicken first, baby.
Please. Thank you. Alright.
Look at that. Look how crispy and golden brown. Yes.
Crispy
Yes. Crispy dumpling. That's my nickname for my wife.
Crispy dumpling. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I'm so hungry. Dumplings. Yes.
Come on.
My
Ren usually says that I add a little bit too much sauce, but
yes.
I'm a pretty saucy boy, I guess.
Cheers.
Cheers. Are you ready, sweetie?
Yes. This is always so amazing.
So as you guys know, we moved to LA. This is our new apartment. But we've run into a lot of trouble just trying to set the whole place up with it being the pandemic and things not being delivered on time. So babe, what's a challenge that you faced moving in when it comes to like setting up the apartment the way you envisioned a married couple's apartment would look like?
Let me serve a few things.
Okay.
Like this. I'll get one of everything each time.
And the bunch.
Oh, please. Yes, sir. So, comfort because either it was too hot here or Nick's old mattress was too hard for me, or we didn't have a fridge for a full week and we slept on kind of like the floor with our mattress. And also like loud neighbors. The house that I came from was very pampered, so I was always very comfortable. I had space, and it was like in a farmish kind of feel, so there was privacy. I wouldn't hear my loud neighbors. And then from moving to LA, it was like the total opposite, which I already knew beforehand because that's how my family grew up in. So I knew of it, but then I had to readjust to it, and that's one of the hardest things moving to LA. Just dealing with things because I'm pampered. What's one difficult thing for you?
I feel like my challenge was overall was like learning to do it with somebody else because I had been on my own for so long, so I didn't have to like discuss my plans or exactly what I was doing or why I was doing it. I just kind of did it, and whatever worked, and whatever didn't, I just got the consequences for myself. But yeah, I think the first thing that you mentioned was our mattress. Ren grew up sleeping on really comfy beds that were really soft and nice. But I come from a background where living in a third world country, our mattresses were literally stuffed with coconut husks.
I didn't know that was even possible.
Yes. So like when coconuts get brown and they get all hairy, that's the stuff that my mattress was filled with. So I was used to really hard mattresses. The dilemma that we kind of had was my old mattress that we brought into this apartment was too hard for Ren. And she was getting backaches.
For the record, even though I get uncomfortable sometimes with any situation, I tend to not talk about it for a while first. I'll like bottle it up for a week, and then I'll finally say something, and then usually the other person's response is, well, why didn't you tell me earlier? And usually I would say, I just didn't want to bother you. I don't know. Because I usually want to prove myself like I can tolerate this to a certain point. And I am strong.
And we've been really working on that communication. So that's when we realized, oh, like we really need a new mattress. The funny thing is now that our mattress now is like a little too soft for me, because for some reason my body just doesn't feel like it's supported when I lie on it. I don't know how to explain it. I kind of feel like my body is about to fall because the mattress isn't hard enough to make my weight feel like it's supported. But that's not as bad as like having physical pain. So I'm definitely used to it. No, thank you.
Oh, there's another discomfort thing, is that I work on the computer so much, so I definitely brought my giant Mac desktop, and Nick had a table, and we were like, okay, we'll put my computer on it. And I didn't realize how much space I actually needed for my computer, because I use a tablet, or just even like resting my arms on the table mattered a lot, and I couldn't really do that. So then Nick bought me a whole new desk setup. It really works, and he bought me a chair to comfort my tushy, and also cushions for my wrist. He's really been helping me a lot to get comfortable here.
Yeah, because Ren is a digital artist. She's always on the computer and she draws on the computer. So I didn't realize. Well, I knew that the desk that I had was not really good. It was pretty cheap, and I really bargained for it when I initially got it. But I realized that she needed a lot more space for her elbow to be supported while she was drawing, or else her shoulder would get all sore.
And you learned that firsthand when you used my computer for a while.
I don't remember.
Just believe me.
I believe you. My shoulder was so sore.
Could you talk more about the mattress dilemma? Because that was not just one issue with the mattress.
It's gonna get a little bit more here. Sorry, babe, am I eating too much?
Oh no, go ahead.
Ah.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
I forgot how many were. 9? Oh my god. Oh, okay. This is so good.
Okay, so the mattress. So the old mattress was too hard, right? It was giving Red backaches. We ordered a new one. Turns out it was the wrong size from Amazon. And it was our mistake because we didn't pick the right size. We wanted to return the mattress, but it was super difficult because Amazon customer service was down. And you know, usually if you want to return something, you have to return it in the original package or in some kind of box.
And we tried like 3 different times to put the mattress back in the box.
We tried so many different techniques. We even tried buying like a huge vacuum sealed plastic bag, vacuuming out the air and stomping on the mattress to flatten it and then rolling up. It still didn't fit. And we considered buying a box the size of a mattress, but that was going to be like really expensive, like $50 or something. So somehow you ended up actually contacting Amazon customer service through a chat?
Yeah, an online chat.
And what did they say to you, baby?
They were like, oh, we're so sorry this happened, and that you can't return it. So just keep it, and we're just gonna refund you the whole thing. And I was like, oh. I had to get Nick because I was like, did I just read this right?
Yes.
We can keep it and get the refund? And they're like, oh, just donate or give it to someone else, you know, since you can't return it. I think it's because of COVID. You can get someone to pick up your mattress and return it, but since it's COVID, no one can go inside your apartment.
So we ended up getting a free mattress.
Yes.
So what we ended up doing is
selling it.
Selling the mattress.
After a week.
Yeah.
Because we tried a week on the app Let Go. And there were so many people there who were like, oh, I'm interested. Can I get it for cheap, like half the price? And we're like, no. And then another day go by and we lower it like $20 more. And like, oh, can I have half the price? No. And more, it'd be the same thing for about a week until it was about $90. There's even this one guy who was like, okay, I'm interested, I'm gonna buy the mattress. Because we put specifically what the model was. And this guy drove all the way. We were like, oh my gosh, he has a U-Haul. And mind you, we're on the 3rd floor of our apartment with a heavy mattress. And it's super difficult. Nick is the only really strong one, and I had to like really struggle to like pick it up.
You're strong too, baby.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I think you almost hit your elbow.
I did hit my
Oh no. So he came out of the U-Haul and he just like pressed it. He's like, can I touch it? And then he presses it. He's like, well, you see right here, it's not, hard, it's not firm, and I need a firm mattress. And we're like,
no, he wanted it to be Tempur-Pedic.
Oh.
He was like, oh, well, this isn't going to support my back, so I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't buy it. And he drove away. So yeah, selling things is a lot harder than we thought. A lot of people, as Ren said, a lot of people just message us and just ask for like 50% of our buying price, which was already way cheaper than what it was worth. So people basically just wanted the mattress for free. So we saw different kinds of tactics. People trying to bargain, people saying like, I don't have a lot of money, this is all I can afford. People being like, I have a brother who's sleeping on the floor, he really needs a mattress. And that guy even was a bigger jerk because he said that, he agreed to the price.
Said he would come
And then didn't show up, and then messaged me later being like, I didn't have that much money. So I was like, bro, why did you decide on the time and say you were gonna pick it up? You really didn't have that much money. So I just basically blocked him. I was like, that's super rude.
But then this nice Hispanic couple drove all the way and picked it up, and we got rid of it. It was gone.
Yes.
And then we got a new one. I love having a husband. Nick does all the heavy building work, and I just lay back and watch.
Lay back and look beautiful and cute.
And
And I look over at you, and you're so small, and then I'm motivated to keep working. You don't want any more of the crispy ones?
No, it's okay if you want it. The beef ones are yours.
Right.
I grabbed 2 by accident.
So one thing that we've been struggling with after moving into this apartment, which this apartment is great, we're super thankful for it, it's perfect. The only thing is that there tends to be a lot of noise pollution, if you know what I mean, coming from, because our neighbor's building is so close to ours. And helicopters, ghetto bats.
I mean, like right there is an example, helicopter going over us. But what's the one you hate the most?
The ice cream truck. There was an ice cream truck that would come every weekday at 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock and just play his ice cream music non-stop, just blasting it. And it was driving me crazy. Like, he would just park in the street in front of our apartment and just sit there. And he'd never turn off his music. And it wasn't like one of those tunes where there's a lot of variations in the music. It was like the same 5-second music over and over and over and over. I don't even want to remember it because I finally got it out of my head. But basically,
We became grandparents for a minute.
we did. We called the non-emergency police and asked them if they would let the ice cream truck know that we do not appreciate him parking right in front of our apartment and blasting his music. And ever since then, he still comes by our street because I guess he gets a lot of business here, but he'll just play his music for like 10 minutes and then turn it off and give it a break. And then go like another 10 or 15 minutes, or he'll like move a little bit down the street. So like, that's what ice cream trucks are supposed to do. You know, if you just wanted an ice cream stand where you could blast music, then whatever, pick a part of the sidewalk. But you got a truck, you got to roll. Yes, but also, my wife really doesn't like when there's noise and she's trying to work. She had me scare this innocent teenage boy.
No, not like that. Okay. I gotta tell a story.
Yes.
After I serve. I love me some bok choy. Do you want more bok choy? Yeah, I'll give you one.
I think I took more than you, so it's okay, babe. Are you getting full?
I'm getting satisfyingly full. I think you're doing something that I don't know.
So, babe, tell us the story of. Tell us the story.
So, look, I don't mind music. I don't mind if you need to play it a little loud. I really don't. I grew up with my mother always blasting music in our giant house with while she was doing chores and cleaning. So I kind of grew up with that already. But you know, when it turns into like rap and starts cussing and it's a little louder than usual, that's when I have to step in.
So basically, there was this kid that lives in the building across from us, and he had his speaker facing outwards, out into the alley, blasting his music, and we're right across from him. So it sounded so loud, like the music was playing inside of our apartment. So, well, basically, first I tried to talk to him in English because I was like, let me just try and ask him nicely. And I was like, hey, please turn off your music. Like, please turn it down. And he ignored me, and I guess he pretended like he didn't understand English.
For a second, he closed his window, and we were gonna leave him alone. Like, oh, okay, that's it. But then he opened it again, like a second later.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he did listen to me, but then
He just didn't care.
he didn't care. And then Ren used her voice and spoke Spanish and was like, keep your window closed.
I was like, oye, primo, which is like a friendly way to say it to a stranger, like, hey, person. It literally means, hey, cousin. And he heard me and he looked at me. And I was like, close your window, please, in Spanish. I was loud enough for him to hear right across because I have a naturally loud voice. And then he did it, and they never bothered us again.
Mm-mm.
There's still some music here and there from other neighbors because we figured it's not just one neighbor, it's other neighbors. So at that point, it's not that loud, and we're not gonna bother them because it's not that loud, and it's not for a long time either.
And they know if they play their music too loud, then Mama Ren will yell at them, and Papa Nick will stand there trying his best to look tough. But really, I'm sweating because these are not my people, so I don't know how to interact with them. If they were Asian, I would know how to be just like really upfront and be like, hey, cut it out, but they're not.
To be fair, there was another guy before this happened that was trying to tell that same guy, turn your music off.
Oh, really? Another Hispanic dude?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, but the kid didn't even hear it because his music was too loud.
Yeah.
So basically, moral of the story is, Ren's a hero! And I try to back up my wife no matter what. I'm almost done with these noodles.
I'm trying to get better at speaking and not stuttering. But apparently in Zoom meetings, I slay at them. I slay at speaking. But when I'm around Nick, I stutter way too much.
She gets all nervous because I'm so good looking. Don't you think that Ren did a really good job speaking, everybody? Yes! Alright guys, so thanks for joining us with our dumpling mukbang. We're super full. We had a great time. Do you have anything to say?
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask, social distance, stay safe. We'll see you again. Aggressive. Peace.
Peace.